Today, I want to talk about how your net worth will never surpass your self-worth. Ooh, that's a good one. I heard that yesterday on someone else's podcast. I've heard that before, but it is so true. Your self-worth is everything. Everything. And if you can work really hard in that one area, you can manifest anything you want. Anything. And it all starts with self-concept. How do you see yourself? What do you say to yourself on a daily basis all day? Where are your thoughts going? What are you feeling inside your body when you think those thoughts on a daily basis? Because we train our bodies and minds to feel a certain way, and we can train them to feel another way if we want to. And so that's what I kind of want to talk about today. So I'm Samantha. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and therapist in private practice, and I love it. And I love talking about law of assumption, law of attraction, and self-concept, and how to manifest the life that you actually want. And I just love talking about self-concept because there's nothing better than feeling great about yourself. And another tip, if you want to feel great about yourself, start a YouTube channel, because it will grow you into what you need to become if you're wanting to become, a speaker, or if you're wanting to become more confident in general, or if you're wanting to create a business. It's really great for anything, really. I'm doing a video every day for a full year, and I'm on video 55 today. So welcome to 55. I made it to another little milestone, 55. So thank you all for being here with me. I just love this. It's so fun. So, and manifestation is fun too. Life is supposed to be fun. If you didn't know that, life is supposed to be fun. We make it really hard. I made it hard for a long time. I did not realize it could be easy. And I just started saying, what if this could be easy? What if it could be easy? And then I just started saying, it is easy. It is easy. And I have to remind myself that sometimes. I'm not perfect at this either. I mean, I don't know of anybody that's perfect at this. But it does take some conscious decisions that you have to make on a daily basis, setting intentions for how you want to feel, and areas that you might want to start perceiving differently to start conditioning your mind, because you're basically training your mind like an animal. Tell it to sit, and if it sits, give it a treat. So give yourself a treat. Give yourself an affirmation if you'd like to. That could be your treat, a really good affirmation about yourself. Be nice to yourself. Or it could be buying something for yourself, or having a chocolate bar, whatever makes you happy. Ice cream. It's hot everywhere, I think, right now. It's a sauna outside. Go get you some ice cream whenever you, do something that's hard for you, something you perceived as hard, and you were able to get through it. And doing these videos has not been the easiest thing to do. I mean, every day right now, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. They say that you should probably get your title and your thumbnail done before you do the video. And for a little while, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. This isn't just only to grow a business. This is to grow me. And that's why I wanted to do this, which in turn, I hope will help grow you guys in some way. So, manifesting is supposed to be easy. We make it very hard. And it really is very, very simple when we remember a few key things. And so one of those things is you want to create a good foundation for yourself. That's what I like to start with. You want to till your ground real nicely, make it all soft, and then you want to plant your seeds in there. And you get to decide what seeds you plant. Oh, before that, when you're tilling can mean you're deciding, I don't want to think this way anymore. I want to think a new way. I really want to condition and train my mind to think a different way. So what do I need to till up out of the ground and just kind of create a fresh foundation of? That could be decluttering your house, decluttering a drawer, just one drawer, one closet. It could be buying a new shirt. It could mean you're going on a diet. It could mean you're cutting off a friendship. I don't know. It's whatever you want it to be. Whatever you feel is needing a change that might have a cost to it that you aren't thinking about. because there is a cost to everything, whether it's energy or a bad feeling or a good feeling. It can be a good cost or a bad cost, but you get to decide what kind of cost it has. But everything has some sort of energetic cost. And so whatever you're putting your energy into, I believe, should have a good return on your investment. So think about, what are you investing in that you can appreciate? And so there are things that we might need to let go of. I think my video yesterday, we were talking about letting go. It's like, what do you need to let go of? I give you permission to let go of that, whatever it is. Just let it go. Ask yourself, why am I holding on to this? Whatever this is, this person, this item, this thing that I just can't seem to get done. I'm procrastinating. It could be anything. Think about that. Why am I doing this to myself? Because that's what you're truly doing, is you're doing it to you. There's only you in your reality. Everyone else in your reality, you're perceiving them you're seeing a version of them that you're perceiving through your own lens. So you're creating this version of others. So it's really just you against you, and you with you. Actually, that's the way we need to look at it. Not against you. It's more like you're walking with you, and you get to decide where you're going to go. And so tilling up the ground is kind of a good metaphor for, okay, let's till. Let's get it pretty nice and soft. And then what seeds are you going to plant in there? And that's the next thing. It's like, what do you really, really desire? What do you want? And how do you want to feel? Because it could be like, I've told younger people before, if they wanted a certain job, I'd say, hey, go shadow somebody that does that job. Or go work somewhere where you're going to learn about that skill that could get you to the bigger skill that you're looking to, attain and earn and learn. Go out there and try it and see how you feel. And then also look at, okay, what kind of schedule do you want? Do you want to work a 9 to 5? Or are you night owl? You want to work maybe overnights? Because there's certain jobs that are going to have certain hours. So in other words, how do you want to design your life? Because you can design it any way you want, no matter what it looks like right now. I don't care what it looks like right now. You can start with a clean slate. Sometimes it just requires complete surrender to the moment and just saying, I'm waving a white flag right now. I surrender. Put your hands up. I surrender. And just slowly start letting go of control. And that means just kind of going with the flow, allowing things to happen instead of forcing things to happen. I really encourage you to look at your life in the areas where you might be holding on too tight, because that is a sign of resistance, which is only going to cause you lower frequency feelings. Let's just say that. Resentment and despair, frustration, all of those feelings, those are kind of on the lower part of the scale. They're not very, they don't feel good. Why do we want to be there? Why do we want to do that to ourselves? So you just start thinking about, what is it that I really, really want? Because I've said before, it's like you sometimes don't get what you want because you didn't actually want that thing. And we don't think of it like that. But it was actually for our betterment to not get that thing. And so I really think that's cool, because it's almost like if you didn't get it, there's a reason for it. Maybe you need it to be developed more into the person that you're becoming to then get that thing. So then the opposite thing that might have shown up was there to guide you onto your next step, to become that person who actually has the thing that you want. Sometimes we just think we want something and we don't actually want it. So that's something to really think about, because when you get something, it's like, I've heard this all the time throughout life. Just people will get something and they'll be like, then they'll complain about it. Like, now I'm so busy. I got this thing, but now I'm so busy. And there's some complaining there. And so it's like, before you want something, just think about why you want it and how you would feel if you actually had it, and maybe learn about it. And just as a curiosity thing, just to get to know you. It's really, the point is just to get to know you. And that helps create your foundation that we're creating. So you're tilling your land, you're throwing the seeds in there of what you want. And then every day you're going to water the seeds. So, because this is not a cactus. You are not a cactus. You're going to grow into a beautiful plant or flower or whatever you're going to grow into, a beautiful tree. And you have to have a good root system for those plants and trees. Great root system. I love talking about creating a foundation. I do this with clients. And I think when it comes to manifesting, I think that the more you know you and the better your foundation is, you're going to be a master at manifesting. Because a lot of times we are desperate to get something. It's almost like when you're sick and that's when you listen to the doctor, finally. You've been having all these bad habits of bad thinking and bad eating and not moving enough for 20 years. And doctors probably told you, hey, you probably need to get some more exercise, or hey, you need to drink some more water. And then you almost die in the hospital because you're dehydrated. Side note, I'm the water police and I tell everybody to drink water all day long. Please drink your water. There's about, I don't know, 10,000 people a year die just because they weren't drinking enough water. So, and it's heat of summer. So drink your water, stay hydrated, because it does affect your mental health totally, which affects your manifestation powers. So drink your water so you can manifest better. There you go. You can connect the two. Say, this is my manifestation routine. I got to drink my water. So drink your water, drink a little bit extra because it's a sauna out there. So just be careful, be safe. But yeah, water yourself, literally and figuratively. Just pour that water on yourself. And part of watering yourself is like talking really nicely to yourself. Talk really nicely to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Act like you're your best friend, because you really kind of are, you know? You're your best friend. Nobody is better than you are. It's just you in your reality. It's just you. You're creating everything. And when you have fun with it and start thinking differently about how you're thinking, we have to think differently about how we're thinking. What a concept. And it's like, just really think about, where am I hurting myself with my thoughts? Where am I not serving myself with my thoughts? What am I believing that I could change today? It could be about anything, a person, how you look at your job, how you look at your business, how you look at your kids, how you look at your in-laws even. It could be anything. Just what if you could change your perspective a little bit on something? And as you shift yourself, as you think about, this is what I want to become. I want to become this awesome gardener that is tending to this garden I just built, and that I'm growing. And I'm growing trees, and I'm growing plants and edible plants and, flowers and all these beautiful creations. How do I want to feel when I have all this? Who do I want to be? And you start acting as if you already have that stuff. And so I think it's really cool and really important to really think about the foundational piece underneath everything, because you're still the same person when you manifest things most of the time. You're still going to be that person that once you get it, you're going to be scared that it's going to be taken away, or that you're going to be scared that that person's going to leave you. Or once you get some money, you're going to be scared that it's going to go away. Or, something always comes up that I have to pay for, so I can't possibly hold on to that money. You got to look at your beliefs, because that is the foundation of all this. And the real foundation too is how you're feeling, because if you feel good, you're on the right track. Who cares if you don't get the manifestation right now? You're feeling good. That's what really matters, is that you're feeling good. Why do we want to be on edge all the time? And it's because we're practiced at that so much more than practicing the other way. That's why. And so your body is so conditioned to feel that way already. It doesn't know what else to do. So you have to use all your energy to put inside of this intention of creating a new you and a new belief system, examining your thoughts so you can plant new seeds into your beautiful tilled land that you just made, and then you water all those beautiful seeds that are going to turn into an awesome ROI after you water them. And if you just kind of look at it like that, like, what am I planting today? What am I planting? What am I watering today that's inside me? I don't know if I said this already. I might have said this on something else, but your net worth will never surpass your self-worth. I might have said that at the beginning of this video. I can't remember now. That's how my brain, I kind of channel, I think, when I go on these rants. I don't know where they come from. But yeah, your net worth will never surpass your self-worth. So you have to appreciate yourself and know that you are worth so much more than you think that you are right now. Most people I talk to do not like themselves. They do not love themselves. In fact, they don't like themselves. Some people hate themselves. I do not like that word. The word hate. It's so sad. And that's another part of this movement I want to create, is helping people love themselves. Because if you love yourself, nothing can really go wrong in your life. It just feels so much better when you love yourself. You will change so much when you actually love yourself. It is amazing. Look in the mirror. Start looking in your eyes. Start saying, I'm going to look at myself differently today. I'm going to notice the great things about me. And if I can't notice something great, I'm going to make something up right now. Because I guarantee you there's something great about you that you probably don't even notice because you're too busy noticing the other crap that has been programmed into you. Some of it through others, some of it through your own self, telling yourself these things all the time. And none of them are true. I mean, unless you decide they're true, and then that's when you have to decide something different, that you're going to go right instead of left. And you got to tell your brain that, because your brain does not know the difference. It's just like, where are we going today? Are we going where we went yesterday? Yeah, okay, so it's going to go over here. And you're like, wait, I don't like that feeling. I need to go over here. And it's already like 10 miles down the road. So you have to be really conscious of where your thoughts are. And your net worth will never surpass your self-worth. Isn't that crazy when you think about that? It's like your self-worth is the number one thing, because there is nothing more important than you. Nothing. If you're on your deathbed, you're not worried about money. You're not worried about anything. You're just worried about love, really. I don't know if any of you have been in the hospital and had near-death experiences, or been so sick you thought you might pass away. And I was in 2020. I had an instance. My potassium level dropped to critical levels, and my heart, I woke up from dead sleep, actually, and my heart was spasming like a Charlie horse, basically. My heart was doing that. And it hurt so bad. And I went to the hospital, and they were like, oh my God, you're about to go into cardiac arrest. So, and then for like 6 weeks, my heart rate was up really high, and I had, tachycardia and all that. Oh my God, it was so scary. And that was my worst fear, was to have a heart attack when I was by myself. And didn't happen, but it could have if I wouldn't have gone to the hospital as quickly as I did. So when you're in the hospital, though, you aren't thinking about anything. You're just thinking about, oh my God, I want to live. And then you're like, why am I here? I'm curious, and this is so strange. So it's kind of like, just remember down to the simplest thing that you are worth everything. You are perfect, whole, complete, just the way you are. And if you change your beliefs about yourself, you start shifting those beliefs, and you start thinking about, who do I want to become? Who is the 2.0 me that has what I want? What if that 2.0 you feels so good about themselves? They're so convicted in how great they are. And they're like just I don't want to say a better version of you, but it's like a more truthful version of you, really, because we're kind of living with a lie if we're not loving ourselves. The truth is love. The truth is you're a loving person and lovable person. The truth, love is truth. Hate is not truth, untruth, falsity. Hate sucks. And so love is amazing. And Self-love is amazing. And you just have to cultivate that every day. You got to I want one of your seeds to be self-love today. That's one of your seeds. Maybe draw a picture. Do this with your kids or do this with a kid. Maybe make a little garden, a picture of a garden. And what would your seeds be that you're planting every day? And then how are you going to water those seeds? What will you do? And then once you're watering those, it's like, well, how am I going to feel as I'm watering those? Because it's not just about the manifestation that comes and the beautiful plants and the beautiful trees and everything. It's that process along the way of actually going towards self-love. That's really what this is all about. I really think that that's what manifesting is. When you get something, it brings you joy, yes. But if you're already feeling joy, it's just like icing on the cake. It's like the cherry on the sundae. It's just that little extra thing that you need. The sprinkles. That's really what it is, because it just feels so natural to get that when you get it, that you're just like, wow, this is great, but man, I feel great no matter what anyway. So that's where I want to get you guys to, not just the manifesting part. I love that. I love it so much. I could go on and on about manifestation and our assumptions. Remember, what you assume is true. So change your assumptions, figure out what those are. That might be a seed you plant too. Like, I'm going to assume this. You plant it. Make a list. You got to do that work. I call it work, but it's really not work. It's like, it's fun work. It's not like hard work necessarily, unless you say it's hard. Just say, this is easy, fun work. I'm going to start trying to believe that this is easy, fun work today. I'm going to start practicing that. And then it will become fun, because you're only working on you, and it is working on you. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're in the process of doing, it's developing, shaping, molding you into the person that you're becoming. And so everything is happening for your benefit. That's another thing to remember. Every single thing that's going on right now is happening for your benefit. And it's there for a reason. It's showing you something about you. So get curious and have fun. Do a discovery mission. I wonder why this is here. I wonder why that's here. I wonder why that person said that to me. I wonder why I saw that in my reality, in my 3D dimensional world. This simulation we're in, like the Sims computer game. I think it's a computer game still. I don't know. It's been out forever. This video game you're in, this play, this movie, you're the main character. You're handing out the scripts. What do you want people to say to you? What do you want people to do for you and do with you? Give them a script and give yourself a script. Have fun. This is supposed to be fun. Plant your seeds, water them, give your scripts out. You got a lot of fun work to do tonight or tomorrow when you see this. You'll probably see this tomorrow because it's late when I get these posted. But yeah, practice this stuff. Keep practicing. There's infinite intelligence out there that's ready to give everything to you. We are not as intelligent as that at all. Connect with it. And how you connect with it is shut down the human mind as much as you can through just being still, doing a meditation of some sort if you want, or just sitting in silence. Just quiet the mind. Start training your brain to go a little bit of a shutdown, a little bit quiet, and you can access that. And napping and sleeping helps as well, but just catch those thoughts that are hurting you today. Because I bet you've thought at least maybe, I don't know, at least 2 today, I'm sure. 200 maybe. 2 to 200. You've probably had a lot today, I would imagine. This is the weekend where you turn into the new you. Remember, yesterday I said that. It's like today is the new you. So you have this weekend to practice the new you so you can go back to work on Monday and be like, I'm a new person, and work feels different Monday because you feel different. Everything around you is going to feel different because you changed. The world does not change for you. You change first. The world reflects the change. So check your world out right now. The world's reflecting to you something, and see what it is. And then if you need help, let me know. I do offer coaching. I haven't really done a lot of it. I've done a little because I'm real busy with therapy clients. But I do not do therapy on YouTube. I do coaching. I do offer that. So if you ever need any like one-on-one help with anything, let me know. And I'm here for you, and I can help you kind of unravel some things, but hopefully I can help you do it just through the videos. So, but if you do your fun work, that will really help. So, well, you guys take care of yourselves. I'll be back for tomorrow's video. You guys have a wonderful night or morning, whatever time it is where you are. And love you guys so much. And I intend that you all love yourselves as well. I'll see you later. Bye.